Hello and welcome to Talk of Good Game. It's just finished West Ham 3, Altona 93 3 in our last friendly over in Germany. Gonzo, did you enjoy that?
No, not at all. Actually, on 71 minutes, I thought, oh no, there's 19 minutes left.
Plenty of goals, though, at least. That's what we were missing from the last couple of friendlies. Let's take you through. We didn't have to wait too long in the first half, though, Gonzo. They made it 1-0. Belt over a free kick, though.
Yeah, it was quite funny, actually, because clearly the players have been instructed not to make any tackles or not to get themselves injured in what was really a practice and a warm-up game. So let's not take anything that happened today too seriously. But I think possibly it was Hernandez and Ayew decided not only were they not going to make any tackles, they actually weren't going to make a wall either, and they just sort of parted like the Red Sea. I think Hernandez sort of almost ran off. So initially I thought, oh, what's Adrian doing? And watched the replay, and actually the guys just, Adrian would have thought those two guys were covering him, but they decided not to be a wall. So there you go.
Yeah, Fernandez legged out of the wall. Guy had a clear shot, but it was still a decent strike from 30-odd yards out or whatever. Literally within a minute, though, it was 1-1. Tony Martinez, nice little turn in the edge of the box, nice finish. You impressed with that finish, Gonzo? He's been quite quiet, I think, all summer, but he scored the last game, scored again tonight.
Yes, and showed a different. Obviously, the other one was a header, and today you're right. He gave a bit of misdirection, didn't he? And then put a nice bit of curve on the ball. Actually, you know, sort of shaped the ball round, and he's clearly got that in his locker. I wouldn't be surprised if a club comes in for him to take him on loan, and I'm pretty sure he'll continue. He scored a few goals for Oxford last season. Wouldn't be surprised if that continues. So yes, he didn't have the best of starts, as you say, to the friendly campaign, but we don't have many strikers, so really we had to play him up front, and he's come good in the last two games.
Just before half-time, Altona retook the lead and made it 2-1. Another decent strike on the edge of the box, actually. The defence backed off a little bit. We'll talk about the defence towards the end. Then just before half-time, one of the stranger things you'll see in a friendly, Winston Reid got booked for dissent at one end of the pitch, went down the other end of the pitch 5 minutes later, clapped the referee for giving a free kick against West Ham, got his second yellow and a red card. Sums up West Ham, really, that, doesn't it, Gonzo? Getting a sending off in a friendly.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, I got really geeky, right? And I scrambled for the rule book because I thought as soon as it happened, I'm sat there watching it with my son, and he really, really squared up to him. You know, there's no doubt about it. The first time, Reid squared up to him. Hernandez pushed him away. And I thought, crikey, that was aggressive. So I had to say to my son, oh, you mustn't do that. You shouldn't do that. So I had myself scrambling for the rule book afterwards once he got clapped off, because I thought he could have got sent off for the first one. Looked at the rule book. It's FIFA. It's law 5. He should have been sent off then. You're not allowed to square up to the referee. And then, not having only done that, squared up to the referee, Fernandez pushed him away. He then walks away from the ref. The ref's trying to give him a yellow card. He's walking off. I'm thinking, crikey, he's walking the tightrope here when he really needs to have games. So it was just a stupid thing to do, because by walking off after already breaking the rules, you're asking for trouble from the ref. So the ref has obviously marked his card. Obviously he's gone, yeah, nice one, ref, well done, bang, that's it. Second yellow, you're off, son. And he needed the game time. It was a silly thing to do.
I thought it was quite a funny thing to do. I don't think he gets sent off. I don't think he was squaring up the ref as such, but strange one from the ref. Usually you just tell the manager to take him off. You don't really send him off. But went in 2-1 down, and then we made it 2-2. A fantastic strike by Ayew, I think. A beautiful pinging pass from Obiang. Ayew controls it, smashes it, 2-2. And it's a pity in a friendly they don't really appreciate these goals, do they? Because it's a friendly, just sort of just trunch back the halfway line. But I thought it was a impressive strike.
It was, but I think what you probably got to remember with these players is he's probably done that 5 times in training today. So whilst we're impressed, because we don't really see that very often, and a lot of the things you see, you're probably thinking, oh, that's really good, you want to see a bit more of it. But as I say, they're probably banging those sort of goals in all the time. So the other players actually aren't surprised, because actually that's what Ayew probably does in the drills all the time. We know if he gets central and he gets into those sort of positions, he can finish, and he showed it there.
What did you make of Ayew today? I think it's fair to say he's the one that sort of expected to sit on the bench with Arnautovic, Lanzini and Antonio all fit. So what did you make of Ayew's performance?
I thought he was a lot better in the second half. Ironically, when we had a man down, I thought there were a couple. I thought we played better in the second half, actually. And in the first half, it wasn't his fault. I thought he was isolated. I wasn't sure why against... I thought he was too deep. I didn't think the midfield functioned. So as I say, I think one thing to really bear in mind is I was watching that on Premiere, whatever it was. I had a beautiful picture. I watched it in HD, and the pitch was like that. I mean, it was, and the surface, it was one of the worst football pitches I've ever seen. It might not have come across if you were watching it on your laptop or something like that. I watched it on a big telly, and it was atrocious. But anyway, I thought that he was deployed too deep. And I thought, when you're playing a 5th division German team or whatever they are, why isn't he closer to the centre forward? Why wasn't he closer to Martinez? I don't particularly blame Ayew for that. I think in the second half he managed to get closer and he looked a hell of a lot more effective.
Then it was 3-2, another free kick by Altona, similar to the one we conceded the other night against Werder Bremen. Free kick from out wide, swung in, Masuaku lost his man, bang, 3-2. And then Arnautovic almost scored from a free kick at the other end, central, 25 yards out, hit the post, decent enough strike. But then we did make it 3-3. Byron went down the right, cut across for Holland, who, it was goal bound, but I think it should have been cleared, but fumbled its way into the back of the net. And then our star man, Hernandez, rounded the keeper twice. First time his effort got cleared offline. Second time he felt he should have had a penalty, and it finished 3-3. Gonzo, Hernandez watch. Were you excited by him? Were you impressed by what he played about 15 minutes? But
no, I wouldn't be. I wasn't overly watching him, or yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was nice. I was excited to see him warming up. It was actually when I said after 71 minutes, I remember looking at the clock thinking, oh, why am I bothering? And then I saw him coming on. So I thought, oh, this is why I'm staying around watching this. So it was nice to see him. You could see that he looked sharp in and around the box. He played a pass to Fernandez. We're going to have fun with that, Hernandez and Fernandez. He played a pass to Fernandez at one point, dropped a little bit deep into the hole sort of thing. Played Fernandez. Fernandez shot wide. Then there was the 2 chances that you said. I thought he was hesitant on the first one. I think when he's fit and firing, I'm not even sure he rounds the keeper. I'm pretty sure he sort of tries to curl it and slide it under the keeper as the keeper's coming towards him. The second one, he tried it again. It was a bit of a mishit, wasn't it? But we don't judge anyone on these friendly performances. And I do think that we were playing at 75% because we didn't want to get injured.
I think they looked decent. I thought when he came on, he was making runs. He links up well with the players. I think that's what you look for in friendlies. Are they combining? Is the communication on the pitch, not by talking, but by passing the ball and playing football? I think the communication between him and their teammates are there already. His runs were good. Is a defensive worry for you now? I mean, I know it's only a friendly, but it's basic errors like not defending a free kick or running away from the ball from in a wall and stuff. It's not just tonight though; it's the whole summer.
Well, I had last season. To be fair, it's there were many times last season when we said the defence need to be working on stuff. It was he's got a decision to make. He's got a decision to make on what formation he plays to start with. So I think you have to set that in stone. Is he going to play with 2 at the back, or is he going to play with 3 at the back? Well, if you look at the friendlies, you'd have to suggest he's going to play with 2 at the back. Which 2 are they going to be? And when he chooses them, we better make sure that they play as many games as possible. It is a worry. I didn't think the midfield helped today. I didn't think the central midfield functioned today. I thought as the game wore on, Obiang got better and grew into it. And it was a lovely ball, actually, for the Ayew goal. I think it was. Obiang really started growing into the game. But I didn't think it functioned. I didn't think they protected the back 4, which is a ludicrous thing to say when we're playing a team who are so low down in the football pyramid. You should really be able to just have our back 4 should be coping with them. I think there's a decision to make, and I'd be very, very interested to see how brave Slav is and to see what his choice of the 2 are. The easy decision to make is to go with Obiang, to go with Ogbonna and to go with Reid. But if he does play a 3, I've got to say I'd be very, very tempted to throw Rice in the mix, and I'm not sure if he gets played from the start that he will ever lose the place. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. He seems to have he missed a tackle at one point, didn't he? But he got back really quickly. There was the slide off the line. He's so comfortable on the ball. Ogbonna's nice for him to be coming back, but the others have been unconvincing, certainly. Yeah,
I think the defence has been a bit poor, actually. It's just basic stuff they're getting wrong. Like that free kick, Masuaku just let his man run. I know it's only a friendly, but you know, him and Creswell are supposed to be competing for the left back spot at Old Trafford. Well, it's not very reassuring, if you like, when you're just standing still at a free kick and let your man go and tap it in. Is there anyone that impressed you today, Gonzo? Anyone that you thought he looks good tonight? He's done all right.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, you just mentioned him for his defensive lapse. Actually, you asked in a cup of tea a week or two ago who's my first choice at left back. It's cemented it for me. I'll stick with Masuaku. I think Masuaku looks sharper than Cresswell at the moment. Although I did think Cresswell linked with Arnautovic a little bit better, which brings me to the next one, which is Arnautovic. He's a clever player. I didn't realise I'm not the best one. I'm a bit blinkered. I'm West Ham. And until West Ham play another team, I'm not the best watcher of other teams. And I don't ever really remember him standing out, particularly when I've watched West Ham v Stoke. But watching him now, he's playing for West Ham, I am actually impressed. I wasn't overly excited when we signed Arnautovic, but he's got a really great football brain. He's got a huge arse as well, which he sort of just sticks into people and he backs into, and he manages. His close ball control is so good. I'm very impressed. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. I thought Holland again looked sharp when he came on, as he always does. But yeah, that left side looks promising. If we can play Masuaku, actually they're really left-sided players, aren't they? That's looking good, that left-hand side. But my goodness, we'll be a totally different team when Lanzini comes out. We need Lanzini back. I thought we were struggling with final balls and stuff like that through the middle. If we were going to create anything, it did seem, up until Obiang did his ball over, it seemed like it was going to come from wide areas. Like to see a bit more craft in the middle of the pitch. But it was a friendly on a bumpy pitch.
Yeah, the worrying thing for me actually is Zabaleta for some reason. I know it's only friendlies, but it's hard to judge. But so far, I'm not convinced by him. Like today, there was a couple of times he let the ball bounce over his head and stuff, and he put the centre back under pressure. And I thought you were supposed to be the experienced leader here. And then I thought we looked a hell of a lot more dangerous when Byram come on. I thought when Byram come on, I thought he changed the game, actually. I thought he was getting down that side. He was causing them problems. And I thought, hang on a minute, is this as straightforward as we all thought? We all thought this is straightforward. We could get Zabaleta, and Zabaleta plays, and Byram comes out. No, actually, when I was thinking, actually, we find ourselves a goal down. Let's just say against Huddersfield at home, we're a goal down, Zabaleta start right back. I would be sitting there thinking, let's get Byram on, because he's got pace, he's got energy, etc. But he changed that game, I thought, in the second half, Byram. I thought he played very well. But we play Man City, our last friendly, on Friday night. We'll be doing our Talk of Good game live straight after that one. Because the last question, who's your man of match? Or I think you've already told us something, but who's your man of match?
Yeah, I think I will go with Arnautovic actually today. I thought he was the threat throughout.
Yeah, I think so as well. I'm going with him. He's a class above. I mean, it's hard when they're playing a German fourth-tier side, so he is expected to show the right back up a few times, but he did it. He did it good. He's just got the swagger. I like the arrogance of the boy. I do like that about him. But anyway, if you enjoyed this review, drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're new around here. We've got a couple of videos coming out. Me and Gonzo have a cup of tea. We might have another one coming out on the other night, so we should have a video for the next 3 nights for you. So stick around. We're not going anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. Let us know your comments below, your thoughts on the game tonight and the pre-season in general, and if there's anyone standing out for you. But I've been Geo, that's been Gonzo, we've been Ham Utd. Thank you for watching.